Hey, what's going on, Scatterbrains? Thank you for coming back to another episode of Scatter Brilliancy. And today, we're doing something a little bit different. We are doing a draw with me video. Hashtag meet the artist. It's a challenge that I've seen going on Instagram, and I thought I want to do it. And then somebody on YouTube asked, can I do like a draw with me or like a show my artwork type of video? So here we are. Y'all are going to join me as I start my drawing for my Meet the Artist post. And y'all kind of get an idea about how it is that I do my digital artwork. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm going to be using my 12.9 inch iPad Pro with the second generation Apple Pencil. And I'm going to be using the Procreate app, which is only available in the iOS store. The thing I love about the Procreate app is you can organize so many digital works that you've done. So here you can see a whole lot of what's called stacks, and a lot of these stacks, like these three, are all for books that these four are all for books that I'm currently working on. So I'm not going to stay on this screen too long so you don't see something that you're not supposed to. Over here are different canvases that I have created over time that are just different sizes. So today I'm just going to work in a basic 10 inch by 10 inch canvas. I'm going to use the standard 6B pencil to do my sketching. And then once I'm done with my outlines, then I'll kind of go over the brushes that I like to use when I'm doing my coloring. Now, I am not an expert in Procreate. More than likely, these series are just going to be called, this is what I do. You know what I mean? Because this is what I do and it works for me. It might not be what works for everybody else, but this is how I do it. I'm gonna have to get myself adjusted to not being able to turn the iPad, because that's what I like to do. I like to turn the iPad all which ways when I'm drawing, but that is not a thing for today. So first thing we're going to be doing is the sketch. Because this is going to be a meet the artist thing, I'm drawing a picture of myself, which I don't really do too often. And it's not going to be something that I want to spend too much time doing. So I'm just going to start off doing just a basic body. I'm not going to take my bracelet off. This bracelet got my kids' names on it. My wife got it for me at some point or another, but it's got my daughter and my son's name on it. But I'm just going to use a very basic body sketch just to get the pose that I want to place myself in. I am a cartoonist. I absolutely love cartoons. And so, you know, that is kind of my thing. You're going to look at this and be like, oh my gosh, it is a mess how he's drawing. But by the end of it, you can be like, oh, okay, I see. So let's see. It's going to be a real simple pose. We're not doing anything super fancy today. Real basic. But so a little bit about me. I have legit been drawing since I was very young. Very young. Like, I'm pretty sure my mom still has pictures that I did when I was like 3. Really, when I first started drawing was Disney. You know, Disney has been a large part of my life, especially when it comes to wanting to be an artist and, you know, practicing how to draw stuff. Disney has definitely, you know, been a part of that journey for me. I get a lot of my inspiration from Disney. I think it was a dream at one point to work for Disney as an artist, but yeah, clearly that dream sailed. Well, I shouldn't say it sailed, but that was not the path that I chose to take. I originally, you know, was looking into a school called Full Sail. I guess for those of y'all that are from I think it's in Orlando. No, is it Orlando or is it in one of the beaches? I can't remember. For those of y'all that are in one of those areas, you may know that school, but it's a school, you know, for art and design and stuff like that. Thought I might want to go down there, but I ended up going to Winston-Salem State, which was, you know, actually one of the best decisions that I could have made because, of course, you know, met my wife there. So, boom, we are done with a rough sketch for the pose. I'm just going to keep it really simple for this Meet the Artist post. You're going to have to go to my Instagram to see the completed one, I think. I don't know if I'm actually complete the whole thing on this video because, you know, this is just a draw with me, just a sketch thing. The house is quiet, ain't nobody here but me and the dog. So I'm going to try to get this done. All right, so I have my basic pose for how I'm going to be standing. I like to lower the opacity for that, and then I work on top of it. I always like to sketch in a color. I don't really like to sketch my rough stuff in black. I find it boring. And then I'm probably going to use maybe like a darker blue to kind of start refining what this looks like. So let's see. But yeah, I started sketching when I was really young. Like I said, Disney was definitely a large part of what helped me to learn how to draw. I drew Mickey Mouse I don't know how many times. Gonna draw my big head. And you know, I'm also a very much perfectionist when it comes to my art and how it looks. I will stare at something that I've done for a very long time, and I eventually be like, I don't like the way that looks. Like I think I'm already seeing some stuff with this one that I'm probably gonna want to change. But for now, I'm just trying to get the basics of, you know, what I think I'm gonna look like with this, and then, you know, I'll make adjustments as needed. The cool thing that I love about the Apple Pencil though is it has, I guess they're called gestures. So like, for example, I can tap on the pencil twice, and if you look right here, it toggles between the eraser and the pencil. So instead of me having to always go back and tap the screen, I can just tap to get to the eraser and tap to go back to the pencil. I always set my eraser with what's called a soft brush. That's one of the standard brushes that came with Procreate. And I usually kind of keep it kind of small. That way I have a smaller area to actually erase from. So, all right, let's see. We're gonna put some clothes on me. I'm not gonna stand here naked. You know, I guess this could be a time when I can talk about what I feel are my strengths and weaknesses when it comes to drawing. I think one of my strengths are character faces and stuff. I think I do a pretty good job of that, but I know my weakness, for sure, hands. I struggle when it comes to those hands. Like I remember even as a child drawing, I would place the hands of the character behind their back just so I didn't have to draw it. But yeah, I've gotten a lot better over time. Like I've learned, you know, some ways to, you know, make hands look a little bit better. I mean, luckily right now this hand ain't looking too bad. I mean, this one's gonna be simple because it's just gonna be on my hip. All right, so move down to the pantalones. How you say pants in Spanish? Pantalones. Clothes is also something that I'm not the best in, as far as like clothes and the wrinkles that are on clothes. You know, I'm still learning as an artist. But yeah, I'm glad somebody suggested that I do a draw with me. I'm actually glad I'm actually doing this video because I'm going to be using this video as my kind of my test run for doing some actual art lessons. I'm going to be putting art lessons on probably on my website that kind of show you like literally step by step how I do it. Like I said, I think I'm gonna have to call these series, this is how I do it, because that's really what it's going to be. It's just me going over how I have got to this point, because it really is all, I'm not gonna say it's all on my own, but a lot of this has been trial and error, you know, figuring out what works and what doesn't work and what helps me to get the look that I'm going for. So, oops. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad so far. Shoot, I wish every time was like this. But yeah, this is kind of cool. It'd be even cool if I was doing this live. All right, let's get to this hand now. Ooh, Lord. I like drawing my hands, you know, like cartoons with only 4 fingers, even though, well, this is my left hand. Yeah, this is my left hand. Let me draw 5 so I can draw my wedding ring. But yeah, I like, most of the time I do my cartoons with only 4 fingers. I like the cartoon look. So I might have to go back in, make some adjustments to this later, but I'm okay with that hand. That hand ain't perfect. It might be a little too big, or maybe this hand's a little too small. The good thing about digital sketching is you can cheat a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you still got to have a certain level of skill. But like if I need to make something big, I don't have to necessarily sit there and erase the whole thing. I can just use the lasso tool, draw it up, and fix it. All right, so that doesn't look too bad. I don't know if I like that hand though. I don't like that hand. I'm gonna take that hand off. We're gonna cut this hand off. Let's see if I did like that. Would that look right? If I was pointing the thumb over here. See, I'm switching stuff up. How would that hand look? So the one thing I can say, the best way to learn how to draw is look at real life examples. I mean, that's really the best thing you can do. And this is what I do a lot of times. I'll draw a couple options and then, you know, go with what I feel like looks the best. Just because I'm not the best artist, I'm still learning, still trying to perfect how I do stuff. I mean, I'm very proud of a lot of stuff that I have made and drawn and surprised myself a lot of times. But, you know, the thing is, I am still learning. So this might not be as bad as I thought it was. I might just have to move the hand up a little bit. But yeah, I don't think I've ever let anybody, I mean, outside of my wife, nobody's ever really just sat and watched me draw. So I kind of like that. That thumb is huge though. Let's take that thumb down a little bit. That thumb is big. I'm thumbing it up. All right, so, okay. Yeah, between those two, I like this hand better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this hand over here. And this is what I do. This is what I do as a perfectionist artist. Just sit there and stare at it and be like, don't really like it. Try again. Boo, you're bad. All right, so, okay, cool. Shirt. It is March, but it feels like May. So we're just gonna do some rolled up sleeves. I feel like when I was a teacher, you could always catch me with my sleeves rolled up. So we'll just do a shirt like that. Just gonna keep the sleeves rolled up. Just like that. But yeah, I drew all the time when I was younger. My favorite cartoon character is actually Goofy, so I'm probably going to include him somewhere on here. I'm not exactly sure where, but yeah. Okay. I might not even do a third cleanup. Like a lot of artists, when they do their drawings, when I'm seeing, because I get inspiration from other artists that I see online, they'll do this and then they'll do a very clean, what's called line art page. I ain't really probably gonna do that, because I'm actually okay. Like, I'm okay with it being sloppy looking to a certain degree. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect because nobody's gonna see this outside of y'all. But when I'm actually doing a drawing that gets posted online or is going into a book or something, nobody sees really this stage like that. They see the final product. And so, you know, I don't really feel the need a lot of times to try to create some perfect looking line art thing, because it doesn't really serve me at the end of the day. Like, I'll clean this up. I gotta get that head right though. I got a round head. But I know I would draw pictures and my mom would take them to work and she would post them, like, you know, in her, not literally online, because that wasn't a thing, but like, you know, hang them up. And that's what we used to do back in the day. You hang the pictures up. I saw this really cool company come across my timeline, and it's like a company that takes your kids' artwork and like puts it into a book or something like that. I was like, wow, if only that kind of stuff had been around when I was a kid. Like, the amount of stuff my mom probably would have had of mine probably would have been so cool. Would have been so freaking cool to actually, you know, see a lot or the majority or all of the work that I was creating when I was a kid. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this part. It's gonna give me some nostrils. Sometimes I don't do nostrils. Alright, so let's figure out how we're gonna do this beard. Alright, so we'll do this here, come down. Something like that. But my beard doesn't connect. So that's the thing. I gotta draw some lips because I definitely got some lips. Right, let's do a bottom lip because my bottom lip is here. I can do the top lip too. Alright, so mustache. We'll just keep it simple like that because my stuff don't connect. I'm not there yet. My stuff not connecting. That beard is a little scraggly, which is pretty on brand for me. So I'll have to clean it up later. But I don't necessarily like the way this looks. So let me just. Alright, so let's see how this look. I do shade in a little bit of stuff, kind of just to get an idea about how it's looking. Them people got to be bigger than that, bro. Because I feel like it's really the eyes. The eyes are what, you know, really sets a cartoon off. Okay, I think I know what the issue is right now. There's too much space between my eyes. My eyes are not that far, but there we go. Yeah, they were way too spaced out. So let's do this. We're gonna bring the face in a little bit right there. We're gonna chop some of this eyebrow off. Okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Make this eye a little bit bigger over here. And I guess since I'm in these reading glasses, I probably should add on my reading glasses. Because I don't have my real glasses yet. And let's shade this and see what we're looking like right now. Actually, and I think I'm gonna tilt my head back just a little bit. This is what I mean. This is the cheating I'm talking about. Like when something don't look the way I want it to, don't have to. There we go. I was leaning forward or something. I didn't know what that was about. There we go. That's a lot better. Yeah, got the neck. I don't know about this shirt though. Don't want to talk to you. All right. Make a couple more tweaks. And I'm gonna add my glasses on a different layer and a different color to determine if I really want to keep them on here. Probably should draw the tape on my glasses because you know they're still broken. All right, and so that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Not something about that eye though. That other eye. No, we gotta fix that. It ain't right. It ain't right. So let's think it might be that. Okay. Cool. I like it. All right, let's add a couple things. So there's my left hand. I usually have my watch on my left hand. So let's give him a little watch here. Gonna give him that good old, wait, got a tattoo now. Gotta do some scrabble on my finger. And then we gotta throw a ring on there. Get my bracelet with my kids' names on it. Gotta put it over here. It ain't gotta be perfect, but you know, hey, I usually have a good old necklace on. We're gonna throw it on like that. Me and my chain. All right, there you go. Look at that. Look at me. Look at that. All right, so let's find other stuff to critique. The life of a perfectionist. Right. Now, one thing that I do sometimes is I flip the canvas. That is a good indicator of what's thrown off when you flip it. Okay, now let's see. Okay. Yeah, that foot don't look right. Because I'm right-handed, I tend to draw everything kind of right-ish, if that's a word. And so the face actually doesn't look bad. It's that head. Good grief, that head just, something about this here up here. It's almost looking flat. So let's make it a little bit bigger. Maybe see if that's what it is. But yeah, you flip the canvas so that you can see the mirror image of it, and that kind of lets you see how your, no, I see what it is. The forehead don't go out far enough. That's what it is. I'm not trying to be out here looking like Megamind. But I think that could have been part of what it was. Let's see. Yeah, I don't expect it to be perfect. I think this eyebrow can go up higher. And this one. Maybe a little bit of tilt to it. Yeah, I think I'm all right with this. I think I'm cool. I think the eyes are still doing something for me, so this is what I'm gonna do. These are all my little tips and tricks. We'll go over it another day. Sometimes if I really like the way the majority of a picture looks, I'll duplicate that layer, erase the thing that I'm not liking too much, and then I'm gonna use this color that I use I'm gonna use purple. And then I will redraw the thing that I think should be a little bit different. And then what I can do is I can then kind of compare which one I like more. I don't know. I legit don't know, y'all. I told y'all I'm a perfectionist. I am a perfectionist. Something about this head still ain't right. Okay, hold on, let me do this. Something about this head is just not sitting right with my spirit. So let's move it forward. Okay, that's better. Maybe that's what, maybe the head was too big. Maybe I really was out here looking like Megamind. Okay, so you see the difference between 1 and 2 and 1 and 2? Y'all see that? It's a huge difference. It's like these little slight tweaks. These little slight tweaks make the biggest difference. All right, so this one, we're gonna go ahead and delete that one. And let me rotate it back. No, I'm looking cross-eyed. Such a perfectionist. All right, let's do this. All right, I think this is gonna be it. I think that's all I need to do. And see, then when I get it like this, then I can move the eye, you know, wherever I need it to go. So I think I'm gonna have, I don't necessarily want it looking all the way over like that. I think we're gonna try to make him look at us, at the camera. So, yeah, but I usually show my teeth when I smile. I might have to open the mouth up. We're gonna eventually get to the color part, y'all, but we ain't gonna get to the color part until I like the way the drawing looks. So we're gonna open the mouth up by dropping the beard. Sorry to anybody that was listening with headphones on. Okay, yeah, that feels a little better. All right, I think I like that. And you know, we're just some teeth. Yeah, that's more like Travis. All right, cool. We're gonna go ahead and move on. I lied. I put my phone on silent. If it ain't family, I ain't trying to hear it. Oh, y'all. We gonna get there one day. Okay. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna move on before I do anything else. Okay. Done. All right, we're gonna roll with this look for myself. And so now that I have the look, I'm gonna go ahead and darken all of this. The glasses, we'll leave those turned off for now. And I'm gonna come back and add them later because my glasses are clear. So I'm not really sure how I want that to look. Now that I'm seeing it like this without the glasses, nope, that I ain't right. Yeah, people need to be a little bit bigger. But I kind of like that. All right, we'll just keep it like this for now. Y'all already should know by now I'm lying. All right. So I'm gonna move my layer of my outline up there. I'm actually gonna group these together. I'll turn the glasses on for now. And we're going to make this bigger. Gonna make it bigger on the canvas. All right, and so the thing when you're using these larger canvases, like I said, I'm using a 10-inch by 10-inch canvas. You are able to use less and less and less layers as you continue to draw. So that's just always something to keep in mind. So I don't know if I ever told y'all before, is the cool thing about Procreate is it will re-show you what you've done. So you can hit time-lapse replay and it literally shows you everything you just did. And so I can take this and make it go faster, but it shows every single step that I have done to get to this point right here. That's why I just absolutely love this app. All right, I'm gonna lower the opacity and we are gonna now add a layer. I don't want the layer in that group. All right, we're gonna start doing some color. Now, color. I bought some brushes. No, I found some free downloads. There's always free downloads for different colors that you can do. All right, so this is the color I'm using for my skin for now. You talk to my wife, she tells you that I think I'm darker than what I really am, but we're gonna roll with this one for now. And I'm just gonna block in all the colors for the head. I'm not doing the beard on this layer. And instead of sitting there and coloring the whole thing in, I just drag and drop the color in, make sure it's completely filled in. Then I'm gonna go in, do my neck. Make sure the shape is enclosed, drop that in like that. I'm gonna put my hand and my neck on the same layer, the same color. Drop that in there. That hand, I'm gonna do it on a different layer because it's further back than this one. I'm not gonna do them on the same layer. But down here, I am gonna save. Well, actually, don't need to do that. All right, the color of my shirt, I don't know. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna start from my shoes up. I'm gonna give myself some red shoes. I'm gonna start with the shoes first. I don't necessarily have a pair of shoes that I like to draw myself in. And the shoes that I do like to wear, they are way too busy to try to do it today. Give myself some jeans and choose this blue somewhere over here. And pretty much I'm just blocking in the colors now. I can go back in and change them later as needed. But this will at least allow me to kind of see how all my colors are working together. All right, shirt. Maybe we'll do a yellow shirt today. So I'm gonna do the cuffs on a different layer. I'm looking like Arthur. Whoa, that's pretty much Arthur. Don't Arthur have red shoes? No, he got a yellow shirt and blue pants. Don't he got red shoes? Oh, and I'm brown. Oh no, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna go ahead and do this arm on the same layer as my shoes because it's behind everything. That got me out here looking like Arthur. When I get to the coloring part, I start using the same brush that I use for coloring for erasing. I would do a black shirt because I wear black so much, but black is not the easiest color to draw with. I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to think about these colors. I don't know about this shirt here. You can do this. See, I can use this and change. I could do pink, or like I can do that color right there. I like that. It also can show you what your complementary colors are. So it says this is the complementary blue. Let's see what this looks like on the pants. I don't like it. I don't like this blue either. This blue needs a little more gray. So let's move it over here. Okay, that's cool. We can leave that right there. I'm gonna have to come back to those shoes later. All right, also when you hold down your finger over a certain color, it'll pick that color up and then it'll change to that color. And I'm just gonna drop this down a little bit to do the cuffs. All right, so, oops, I thought this was below. Oh, it's not below that one. Okay, so, never mind. I know what to do. Go around like that. All right, then we go to this side where it is below. If you have any specific questions about, how to illustrate, something in Procreate, be sure to leave that down in the comments so I can see it. All right, let's go to the facial features. Go and get these teeth in here. Cool. All right, do the beard next. And these are just what I call base colors. You know, things will change when I do all my highlights and all of that good stuff. But for now, this is just what's in here for, like I said, just so I can see how everything is looking. I'm about to fix that beard. I don't care for it too much, but it's all right. Put the eyebrows in. My thick eyebrows. Do my eyes. It's always kind of not sure what color to do my eyes, because my eyes are technically two different colors. Most of y'all probably can't tell that in videos. But one of my eyes is brown and green, and the other eye is brown and gray. So sometimes I'm not really sure what color I'm gonna use for my eyes. Majority of the time people look at me, they think my eyes are green though, but technically they're not. They're hazel, brown and green, and brown and gray. All right. Cha-cha-cha. Let's do a, I'm feeling like a dark blue watch. I don't know, we'll see how this looks. I don't own a dark blue watch, but who says you need to own it in a cartoon? I got on my black band today. And my bracelet is brown. Oreo, are you asleep? All right, so all of this is, we'll do like a gold necklace. All right, now these shoes. Maybe we'll do some white shoes. I'll make them gray for now, but you might just have to do that because the background's not going to be white. So, all right, so I have drawn in myself. I've added color, like the basic color for everything. And so now it's a matter of doing my highlights and details and outlining before I post this for my Meet the Artist. I didn't used to get in trouble. What did I get in trouble at school for drawing and stuff? Probably did, but it's probably because those teachers were a hater. Hating because I was so good. All right, so I'm gonna do the outlines first. Because sometimes if I don't feel like doing all the highlights and everything, I can just do the outlines, and that's enough to make the picture look complete. And that's just where I go in, and I only add it to the places where I actually need it, like places where there's color beside the same color. And this helps to show the differentiation between, you know, what's what. I'll do this here. I'll go ahead and do it on the mouth. Do it at the bottom and at the top. And then once it's all said and done, I can look at it and say, okay, no, I need to go back and change this, or go back and change, you know, something else. And that little line right there. So right now I'm doing everything that's skin tone and needs some kind of outlining. But yeah, I used to draw all the time. I might need to make that little finger smaller, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Gonna darken this down here. But yeah, I didn't start doing all of this until 2020. It's crazy to think about how far I've come in just a little bit of time. Like I bought this iPad, or I bought my first iPad Pro, had to been, it was the summer of 2017, because my daughter was gonna be born that November. And I was working a summer job that was called BEL. BEL stood for Building Educational Leaders for Life. And so it was still me teaching over the summer, but the schedule was bomb. I tell you, oh my gosh, the schedule was amazing. So you think about a regular school day is like 8 hours. That summer schedule was, for me, like 4 hours a day. It was amazing. And it was $25 an hour at that time. Was amazing. So I'm getting my check from the school system because I was one of the teachers who had their regular check split up over the 12 months because we were 10-month employees. And I had that check coming in the summer plus the summer job. So I had just a whole bunch of extra money. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna go buy me an iPad. Bought my iPad, illustrated my first book, The Color Wheel Kids. And it's like almost the rest is history. And then 2020 pandemic hit. People wanted to start working for themselves. I had the first person hit me up based off a YouTube video and say, hey, can you illustrate my book? I did. And the clients have just been nonstop since then. And I'm just so grateful. All right, let's turn off so this is what it's looking like without the messy sketch behind it. So let's see, I can even, because I see my battery is getting low. That's one thing I just don't like about this whole camera thing. It's a little light. Something like that. But yeah, that's me. There's no highlights or anything on here yet. I have to do that. So I guess if you want to see the final version of this drawing, you got to head over to my Instagram. It is at Travis A. Thompson to go see my Meet the Artist post. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I thought that I would actually go through everything, but because the battery is getting low, I don't feel like it. Because then I got to plug the battery up, wait for it to charge, then jump back into this. And I don't want to stop at this point. I want to keep the process going. All right, thank y'all so much for watching this Draw With Me video. I mean, this was really, really fun. I already have my idea about what I'm gonna do next. There was a drawing blind challenge or coloring blind challenge, I should say, that I think I'm gonna try. So make sure y'all leave down in the comments what you thought about the video. If you have any questions about Procreate, how to use Procreate, any of the things that I talked about in this video. Yeah, this was cool. This was cool. I enjoyed doing this. As always, make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the bell notification, and leave any suggestions that you have for a video down in the comments. Be sure to stay tuned to my website. Follow me on social media at Travis A. Thompson, and look out for the classes that'll be coming really, really soon. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.